up, everybody? This is your boy DJ Mixmaster. Welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West. So, last video we ended up making it to the sacred cave. One of the entrances is just up there somewhere. But it was true that Minerva was in the cave. And if y'all either followed this game or followed me, then you would have guessed that with everything that this particular cauldron was taken over by another subordinate function, that being Hephaestus. We managed to drive him off, but he managed to upload himself back into the cloud, and so we'll have to probably deal with him later. But we did manage to reboot Gaia. And with her calculations and everything, she managed to see what was going on and guessed that with the way the world is now with the blight, that we have roughly 4 months before it becomes irreversible and all of humanity goes extinct. And that we need to grab the other subordinate functions to boost her power to be able to save us. Hephaestus is going to be difficult because currently, as of right now, with Gaia's power, she cannot overtake Hephaestus. The only way would be to get the other subordinate functions to raise her power and then grab Hephaestus, and then she'll be able to overtake him. So there are, of course, 6 remaining subordinate functions out there, and we could only discover the locations of 3, that being Aether, Demeter, and Poseidon. And even with those 3, she will have enough to take Hephaestus over, but using those 3 maybe to help solve the crisis, it would only delay it by another 2-3 months. So we have to go grab those 3 and then hopefully be able to grab Hephaestus as well. So I think I chose Demeter, if I'm not mistaken. It was the closest one to the base here. And so now that we're all caught up, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to do some side quests for this one to try and get, hopefully, some better gear and all that kind of stuff. You know, and it won't be rewards, but maybe some fighting. I'll get some shards and all the other kind of stuff. But anywho, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's see what this person has to say. Then we're going to go back into the base, and we're going to head back to Plain Song.
I have something to say, champ. I spotted a group of Osram salvagers wandering the edge of the desert, near the southwestern border. I'd report it, but I don't think they'll last long. If the machines down there don't get them, the storms will.
Oh, that's kind of you. Sounds like those Osram could use a hand. I'll keep an eye out for them if I'm down there.
On a good trade.
Forget where the entrance is. I know it's somewhere over here. I think I have to climb up. Yeah, there. I think right there. And so also thanks to, I think I talked about it last video, thanks to unlocking this cauldron, there were a couple of corrupted overrides. Now we know how to fix them. I have to get a couple of materials from the particular machine's override that I want to fix, and then bring it back here, and then we can fix it.
Your Karja friend came through. She went to that Oseram camp you two were looking for, to the southwest.
So Talana made her way in, okay.
Aloy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. You sure you're okay being alone in here?
I have Gaia, and learning how to interpret the glyphs of the old ones, it keeps me occupied.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
Did Gaia tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did. Though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here. It is humbling, to say the least. And heartbreaking. That such life should be bent on destroying ours.
You'd be surprised.
You mentioned you've been teaching yourself how to read?
Yes. Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the old ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected, and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear.
At least she's grasping it far better than what you would think.
Sounds like you met my friend Talana.
Yes. The Karja Huntress. I haven't seen armor like hers since the Red Raids. But Varl tells me that she too suffered at the hands of the Mad Sun King.
Yeah. She's one of the good ones. Trust me. So you've been talking to Gaia?
Yes. She was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones, including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elisabet Sobeck. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
I've been meaning to ask, what's the deal with you and the chorus? You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. Twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then, as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
It couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back. But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong, day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left. The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned. to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
Brave.
You said you set out to fight the Karja alone?
I did. But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle. We knew we couldn't take on the Karja armies head-on, but we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tenakth took notice. When the clans began to push the Karja back east, they let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tenakth defeated the Karja?
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvests passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own. Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter. So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
I need to go, but if you need anything, you can contact me through your focus.
I'll keep that in mind.
Wow.
Where out?
I just can't believe she's dead. She was the best of us.
Been a while.
Is something wrong? Sounds like someone's in trouble.
It's Jax. You heard some rumor about Tenakth loitering around where they're not supposed to be. Took off south for Stone's Echo the next day to find them. Damn fool.
Who is this Jax, exactly?
My friend. Ain't it obvious? Bit younger than me, can still move without every bone creaking. Knows his way around a bow, too. Good company to share a drink with. When there's sweet sap to drink anyway. But I told him, stick your hand in bramble and you're bound to catch a fist of thorns.
Maybe I should find this guy. Stone's Echo, he said?
That's right. If you don't mind me, these roots aren't gonna dig themselves.
Alright, so that's another one. I tried to find this person the last time. Must be up from above, but how am I supposed to get up there? Can't climb up this ladder, can I? Nope. I guess we'll try later. Maybe I might need to do something. Okay, they all must be up top, but I gotta figure out how the heck... Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Duh. They're up top. I come in through here and go through the various bridges. Alright, up we go. Before that though, looks like there's another rumor for me to hear.
Over here, friend.
I hear there's a group of Tenakth holed up near Stone's Echo. No one knows why they're there. One of our veterans wants to seek them out, learn what they're doing out here.
To know Kanutaru territory. That doesn't sound good.
Hi again. You can't send me.
One more second.
Go,
There is nothing to be done.
Hey.
The river will carry her seeds.
We can't give up. If we just...
Enough!
What's going on here?
You're the one who spoke before the chorus. Maybe you can help.
This is not your concern, Outlander. Have we not tolerated enough of your intrusions?
I think you can handle one more. What is it?
My wife, Kalai. She was to join the chorus. She went up to the promontory to perform the rite of discovery, but she must have fallen. And now they are abandoning the search.
We have done enough, Bree. The search party found nothing but her instrument broken beside the riverbed.
And atop the promontory was only the dye she used for the ritual. We will not ask more of our people to risk their lives because of one woman's stubbornness.
But the seed she carried deserved to be planted and remembered. I heard how you helped the land god Ray. How you saw what no one else could. Please, will you look for her seed pouch?
False hope is a creeping vine.
How was Kalai chosen to join the chorus?
The chorus chooses its own, but they can't do so in isolation. They must listen to the people. Kalai was a growing voice for new ideas instead of old traditions, and her beliefs were catching on.
We cannot deafen ourselves to dissonance, unpleasant though it might be.
So you had to admit Kalai, or risk legitimizing her ideas even more.
The Outlander catches on quick.
Oh, yes I do.
The rite of discovery. What is it exactly?
It's a pilgrimage to the Promontoria. The place where the first Utaro beheld Plainsong. Kalai was to follow the path our ancestors took. Mark her eyes with dye and then play her song while overlooking the land. She then would have added her mark on the promontory itself, joining the marks of those who came before. Every new chorus member used to make the journey. But because of the derangement, the practice has been abandoned. Too dangerous. No one's done it for years.
Then why did she do it?
We all urged her not to. But, as was her way, she ignored our warnings.
She thought it would lend strength to her point of view. She needed to prove that she respected the old ways, even as she advocated against them. Then maybe more people would listen.
What were Kalai's political beliefs?
Radical. You would have gotten along.
Plainsong is dying. But Kalai believed we don't have to die with it. As the wind carries the seed to distant lands. She proposed that the Utara leave Plainsong and seek out a new home.
We are bound to this land. A tree cannot pick up its roots, even as fire approaches.
But you're not trees.
It doesn't matter now.
Kalai was carrying a pouch of seeds?
Every Utara keeps one. We choose the seeds at a young age, taken from the plants of our forebears or those of other significance. And when one passes, their seeds are returned to the land that nourished them, so that life may spring again. Which is why I want Kalai's pouch. Her seeds deserve to be planted in Plainsong.
The river will carry the seeds to new soil, where they will take root and flower.
But they won't be at home.
It's the best we can hope for.
If I'm out that way, I can take a look around.
Thank you. The promontory is northeast of here. Look for the broken bridge at the bottom of the cliffs, right at the promontory's base. That's where the search party found her instrument.
Okay. That all right with you?
How you waste your time is not my concern.
Searching for what the land has already reclaimed is fruitless.
Wow. Cruel people, huh? Well, not cruel, but you know. I had to go a little higher, I'm assuming so. Ah, yes. Took me a while for this idiot brain of mine to be able to figure out stuff, but I figured it out.
Nothing 5 months in.
I understand your concern.
Your understanding won't keep us from starting.
What's going on here? Sounds like there's a problem.
We're speaking about something important, Outlander.
Yul, please. Later. A reminder of why I often prefer plants to people. They're so much less demanding. I apologize for Yul. My people used to be friendlier, but hunger robs many of their kindness.
Seems like there's a lot around here in short supply. Is there anything that can help?
As Yul said, we need food. So much so that we've sent hunting parties to the Old Growth, a forest in the north. We never used to hunt animals for food. We never had to. But as our crops fail, we've run out of options.
But something else went wrong.
A machine slaughtered the last hunting party we sent out. A claw strider. But to hear the lone survivor tell it, more deadly than any we've seen before. Until it's gone, I can't risk more hunters, but without that meat, our people grow more lean every day.
I saw you up there when I spoke in front of the chorus.
Yes. I'm sorry I couldn't do more to help you, and especially Zoe.
Many Utaru like to think we're above politics, but that is far from true. I don't often agree with Fane, but I have to work closely with him on many matters.
So you didn't want to cross him?
Not in such a public way, no. I hope you don't hold it against me.
What's done is done. It all turned out in the end. Without more food, how much longer can the tribe hold out?
The land gods blight the fields more every day. A month, maybe 2. The maddening part is that many are resigned to this fate. Like Fane, who would have us simply wait to die. You heard him. Death is merely part of the grand cycle.
But you'd rather do something.
Yes, like send hunters to the old growth for food. Fane fought that idea too. He will undoubtedly cast what happened to the hunting party as another reason to side with him.
If we let him.
I'll go out there, take it out.
Tell me everything you know about the machine that attacked your hunters.
It fell upon them near the edge of the old growth. One of them, Ven, survived and made it back to Plainsong. If you wish to question him, he's recovering with our healers. The other 4 hunters weren't so fortunate. It must be a powerful beast. Can you destroy it?
I've handled tough ones before.
Good. The old growth must be made safe for hunting. One more thing. Every Utaru wears a small pouch of seeds, given at birth, planted at death. It is how we remember our loved ones and celebrate their place in the cycle. It would mean a great deal to the hunters' families if you could recover them.
I'll do what I can.
I know you will. Be careful in the forest.
Before I head for the old growth, I might want to talk to the survivor. See what he can tell me about the Claw Strider.
Alright, and then now one more. I crossed the wrong one.
Hope those nutrients are working out. She's the companion of Ruth.
How's with you? Walking field.
A warm meal, you can trade. I heard.
Walking field of plenty.
Have to get a little higher, but how? Ah, here we go.
If you need some food, we've got plenty.
Aloy, wasn't sure you'd ever come around. What do you think of Plainsong?
It's quite a place.
Sure. As long as you like the smell of manure. Don't mind me. I won't go wandering again, I promise. There are people who need me here. Some of the others the Eclipse took had it worse than me. A lot worse.
Do what you can for them, Yev.
I will. Won't be anything like you did, but I'll give it my best.
Who else needs a meal?
So I went to the hunting grounds to train, but Zavira was being bossed around by a nomadic warrior.
Please, can we speak? Please! The chorus won't meet with me. I don't know what else to do.
How about you just start by telling me what's wrong?
I'm from Riverhem, to the north.
A few days back, I woke to the screams of my neighbors as Tanakh's rebels attacked. They were just scouts, but we barely drove them off. If a full raiding party comes next, we're not fighters. We're done for. I thought the chorus would help us. I thought we all sprouted from the same earth, but it seems an outlander is the only one who even listened to me. Would it be too much to hope that you'd stand with us in this fight?
Regala's rebels. Do you know why they're attacking you?
You're asking why the sun sets at night. They are Tanakhs. They live to fight. As usual, among themselves. But this time my village is caught in the middle. The rebels want to strip it of supplies to feed their campaign against the western clans.
If they're not attacking here, can't you retreat to Plainsong?
An outlander might find it difficult to understand. All Utaru carry seeds that are planted when we pass. My people have planted many seeds in Riverhymn's Grove, a gift from the Buried Years, which I believe outlanders call the Red Raids. We'll never leave. We sacrificed too much.
And as we know, that pain runs deep in everyone that suffered through them.
The chorus are supposed to speak for all Utaru, and normally I wouldn't question them, but they see outlying settlements like Riverhymn as lost lands, no longer under Plainsong's protection. They won't even meet with me to discuss it.
If I find myself up north, I'll check in on your people.
I ask nothing more. When you reach the village, look for Q. He's heading up our defenses.
Alright, and that is everyone, right? Yes, it is. Alright, we head down. And we do some exploring.
The old world ruin. I wonder what's inside. Okay, let's see what we can find around here. This crate might be useful. Needs backup. Try again.
You're blocked, okay? Nope, can't get up there. Okay. Spears do the trick. There we go.
This thing needs power. This could be useful.
Okay, so 2204, I gotta remember that.
There's some kind of device here. Well, I'm not getting up there that easily. I gotta find something that can help. An energy cell. It looks like it's out of power.
Put you down for now.
That thing in the wall looks like it needs power. But a dead energy cell's not gonna do much. I think I can slot this energy cell into that device. There we go. Charge the energy cell.
Alright.
Water discharge the energy in the cell. I gotta power it up again.
Okay, so I have to... What, drain the water, I guess? Can't reach.
Okay, let's get this crate out of there. Keep calling something.
Can I reach it from here? Probably not. About here.
It's too short.
Can't jump with this.
Maybe I could put the energy cell on top of something. Keep it out of the water. All right. There we go. Thanks to Aloy's speaking. I was able to figure it out. There. The lock on the door above should have power now.
How did I get up there? Forget. Oh yeah, right. Ah. There we go. And climb up here. Here.
Okay. This thing has power now.
What was the code again? I think it was 2204.
What is this thing? Better keep it safe. Maybe I'll figure out what to do with it later.
Relic. Okay. Did make it 10 minutes down the road before we had to make an emergency pit stop. And I mean the explosive. Apologize to the staff and their cleaning bots kind. I told Tom not to order the sushi back at the lodge. This isn't the vodka. Even if it's from a food printer, there's just some things you don't eat out in the middle of nowhere. But hey, not a bad place to leave another one of Kyle's glowing balls. Golden toucans out. Amir. Alright, so we did that little relic ruin. And with that, I believe this is a good place to take a break. Next video, I think we'll continue on with some side quests and whatnot. At least one that we just recently picked up. So, like and comment on the video. Subscribe for more gameplay. And with that, see ya.
See what else I can find.
Peace.